Yo, what is up, everybody? I am Jesse Goku, also known as JB. Also, um, what's going on? It is Monday. I know it is an hour and a half later than our normal start times, but it's the day after the another anime convention. After 2 weeks after we had started coming back to conventions, we had Anime Houston this past weekend. Anime Houston was from August 6th through the 8th. It was Friday. It was we got there. We had a few panels at Anime Houston. SJ wasn't there though.
But she's here now.
Yes, so SJ is gonna be co-hosting with me today. Uh, it's kind of weird because I normally don't have a co-host on Mondays. But what's going on, everybody? Uh, if you are joining us late or if you're joining us, this is a review of Anime Houston. I know Laura wasn't there, but Chad was there. Gabby, I heard about you have. I had heard. No, I need you to confirm this if it's right or wrong. You had your babies.
Mazel tov.
Yes, if you had if you gave birth, congratulations. I normally don't carry my phone with me at the small anime conventions. I think that was a bit of a mistake this weekend, though, and we're going to talk about that. Boys are the boys of a vagabond. I'm sorry if I say that bad. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I had them on Saturday. Congratulations. Um, Chad was there. For anybody that was at Anime Houston, I'm going to open up the lines a little later. But
You sound like you just woke up.
no, I've been awake. I'm just a little tired because we didn't leave. I didn't leave yesterday until like 6 or 7 because my car has no AC and it was really hot, and like even the wind was hot air. So what the fuck? Um, yeah, no. So I didn't leave, and I was really tired, and uh, it was an interesting weekend to say the least. As far as I mean, the panels we originally only had 3 panels,
Mm-hmm.
but we ended up with 4.
Great.
No, yeah. So you didn't go, so you didn't have to deal with Friday. Honestly, like there are a lot of things that happened at the con, with the con, or with our group, or with another group, and there's a lot of new inside jokes now. Like the inside joke for Delta H Con was butt stuff. I
Yep.
think the inside joke this time around is cuddles.
Oof.
What's up, Pachinko? We ran into anyone that's watching the show that was at Anime Houston that came up and said hi to us. Thank you very much. The fact that you guys watched the show means a lot. I didn't realize how many people actually watched the show, and to all of our new followers, and when I say followers, I mean the people following me around the con. Thank you so much. You guys were fucking great. Um, Especially that one white dude who we called Privilege, our credit score. You were awesome. If you ever stumble upon our show, you were fucking awesome, dude. You were fucking great. I was upset you didn't show up Saturday. I was kind of pissed. But if you ever see this credit score, we fucking love you, dude. I want you at more of my shows because it was fucking awesome. I haven't had somebody troll my panels that much in a while because I think people are afraid to interrupt the host, and I could see where they're coming from with that because sometimes the host will get fucking annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
But he trolled so much, and I trolled back. Eventually, it just became part of the skit.
Well, that's just what you do.
So we got to Anime Houston. I got to Anime Houston pretty fucking late. When I got there, I'm gonna say like I had a bad experience
Oh
Friday with the
no.
hotel.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, I saw the chat between you and Sonic. Something about the AC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll get into that later. So
Okay.
when we got to the hotel, the parking lot for the hotel was packed. It was full.
Mm.
There was no more parking. So they made us park in a shitty, tiny parking garage across the street, which
Mm-hmm.
at the time we didn't even know was legal, but people were doing it anyway.
Oof.
And they're like, okay, you can park here for the day. Just make sure, like, I'm like, okay, but which ones do we park at? They all say reserve. Well, we're just parking wherever. So we went to the second floor. Eventually, they made an announcement you can only park in the third floor. We parked in the second, but we
Hmm.
parked in a non-reserved spot. So it was, I think we were okay for a while.
Sure.
Uh, we moved the car eventually. We went to Numbers Friday night, and I don't remember leaving Numbers because I celebrate. I didn't have to drive, so I didn't have to moderate myself.
Right.
And everybody owes me $10. Actually, I think everybody owes me like $200. Anyways, uh, hey, 17's here. 17 was at the con for a day. Canada was there for a day.
Okay.
We didn't have our normal group because this was very, very last minute.
Yeah.
So Friday we had terrible fan fiction and waifu war games, and it was interesting to say the least because not all the waifus that were defended were actual waifus. Like I went up there and I defended family. I just like I threw because it went from being serious to like being a joke.
Well, it was always a joke.
Well, I mean, it went like okay, we're only taking waifus to where eventually like we weren't getting enough signups because I think people are really shy.
Sure.
Plus, the panel room itself was really tiny. Like it was too small. It was only able to accommodate 35 people.
Well, also, I don't even understand the rules of waifu wars, so I'm just not even gonna be like. I would be like, I would go in support of you guys if I was like a fan of the show, but if I was like,
Well,
what in the world?
why isn't Sonic here? Sonic needs to be sharing.
I know,
Sonic
seriously, the wrong co-host is on.
Sonic should be on here. But so no, I mean I know the whole panel was a joke and for entertainment. I know that was the whole point, but I think the point was to get waifus and we ended up getting family. I ended up defending family. And so we didn't even get to finish because me and Sonic weren't like it took us so long. It took us much longer to get people to sign up.
Sure.
So that took a little longer and we were trying to like cut them off
Mm-hmm.
and they weren't like shutting up and then like they some of them were like getting pretty like heated when it came to the arguing and like when I went up there to defend family the second time around everyone just kept screaming creepy uncles and incest and I was like what the fuck do y'all watch seriously I'm like god damn I went up there as a joke because I like we had coronas in the room and I'm like family you know what and I even made a joke like you know what she might be hot but you know what you can do with her you can start a family and then everybody's like yeah
Oh my
and
god.
so like we didn't have a winner the first time and no apparently I will there's another story which is the complete opposite of waifu not husband or anything like that apparently I have adopted a lot of kids this weekend so um waifu war games was pretty fun it was pretty funny and like we just had one guy who was just constantly talking shit the whole time like there was one that and then the second so I go outside like they say something really cringy and I walk out of the panel as a joke I walk out and I don't come back for a few minutes and I was talking to the staff members and I
Hmm.
talked to one of the staff members like hey look there are a lot of people that want to get into the panel but they can't get in so we want to extend y'all for like another hour I'm like that's not going to work because we already made plans like we
Yeah.
had the schedule we thought the schedule was set we already made plans for the night so is there something else we can do they're like okay well we can give you a panel for tomorrow at 7 okay that's
Mhm.
fine so they updated the schedule and printed out new schedules but they didn't update it on the website
Oh no.
so like we didn't have a lot of people we only had like some people in there. Like the room was half full, and the room was only meant for like 30 something people. So we had about 15 people the second day.
Hmm.
But at the same time, we were on at the same time as the cosplay competition.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. But it does show to this new convention that, again, you're pretty popular. So
So
maybe next
okay,
year.
so leading up to Waifu War Games,
Yeah.
we did the fan fiction one,
Please tell me you
and
didn't read My Immortal. Please tell
I
me you didn't
did,
read. Yeah, I fucking hate
I did, and everybody's laughing, and everybody's like Jesus, and
you.
then it no it, it the panel started off really strong. I read My Immortal, but I can only read like 3 chapters before I got a headache.
Are you the only one that reads this stuff, or do you like assign parts?
No, I read it by myself, and then half an hour through the panel, we open up the mic so people can like we give people a chance to look for fan fiction
Yeah.
that they think is crappy. So the first 30 minutes, I'll read some fan fiction, and then the second half hour, we open up the mics. So we had one person. It went from fan fiction to me telling stories back to fan fiction. And then like there were people like trolling the entire time.
Sure.
And then like I was yelling at them, like because some of them were in the back. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
you in the cheap seats, keep it down.
Aren't they all cheap
Cheap seats,
seats?
because the further you are, the less you pay.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah. No, you're
COVID
not
water.
wrong.
Oh my fuck you, 17. I hate you. I
I was
hate you
gonna say,
so fucking
what does that
much.
even mean? Oh, by
Oh
the way,
my fucking
Jace,
god. What are you saying?
there's Jace.
Where's,
We've been
oh,
ignoring Jace.
oh, what's up, Jace? I haven't looked at the comments yet. I'm sorry. Uh, COVID water. So on our way to the con, um, there's no AC in my car, and it started to rain. So a fucking bitch motherfucker was driving really fast next to us, and it splashed water, and it hit me right in the fucking face.
Oh dang!
He splashed water with his car driving, and it
Mm-mm.
went right.
No,
And then I
ma'am,
started,
Pam.
then I started screaming in the car.
No. Anyway. Yep.
Yeah, and so 17 started laughing his fucking ass off. So we read. So I read My Immortal, then I read the SpongeBob Bill Clinton one. Everybody loved the ending. Like normally people laugh. They're like, "Oh snap!" Whenever Bill Clinton finishes and yells Hillary's name while he's inside of SpongeBob. But they said, "Oh snap!" and "Oh shit" when they said, and then SpongeBob turned around with kitchen knife in hand. Credit Score read a pretty funny one. Me and him were joking around, and then like there was another girl who came up and read a Harry Potter Christian fan fiction, and it wasn't like no one found it funny. It was kind of it was actually really awkward.
Oh dang! Sorry.
It was
Poor
kind of
kid.
and it was kind of offensive actually towards people that are Christians.
Oh hey, Savvy. I miss you too.
Street water. Well, now you don't have to worry about COVID.
Nope. You don't have to worry about a lot of things. Oh man.
Those were those nosebleed seaters. So after the panel ended, like half of that panel followed me to Waifu War Games. Like I even had to get escorted
No, they
because they
can't.
realized. No, they did.
No, I'm responding to that Jace. He's like, Christians can take it. It's like, no, they can't. History has proven it.
No. The story was literally created to be offensive towards Christians.
Oh, yeah, they still can't take it.
Like I wasn't paying attention because like I wasn't listening to the story because I was just like, it kind of sucks because it's about Harry Potter.
Dying inside.
I was like, oh, Harry Potter. And then she read like not Dumbledore's, I'm sorry, the big dude that takes Harry to
Hagrid
or whatever. Apparently he was a cowboy with a belt buckle and a cowboy hat, and she still gave him a British accent. I'm like, you gotta give him a Texas accent. Listen here, Harry Potter, you a wizard. We were like arguing that.
See, not everyone is as great a storyteller as like you, for instance.
Yeehaw, man. No, I was literally yelling yeehaw. I would have changed some shit too. Like instead of Christian, like you're a Power Ranger, Harry, some bullshit like that. Instead of Christian, instead of a wizard, you gotta say something like fucking like you're a stripper, Harry. You come from a long line of strip. Your father's father was a stripper or some shit. Like and you're a cowboy stripper at that.
Chippendale. Oh my god.
So after that, they followed us to Terrible Waifu Wars.
Did you put my fiction on the list?
Mm-mm. I kind of went over the time limit that I was supposed to keep
Oh,
because I
okay.
kept stopping because people kept laughing at the fucking spelling and like
Sure,
the
yeah.
fucking fact that the hot topic and like somebody had mentioned that I almost got deported, so I had to tell that story.
That
And then I
that's a
talked
good story.
shit about Matsuri
Yep. Why?
because that's where it almost happened.
Oh my god. Leave it alone.
Oh, it was funny.
If you don't talk about it, eventually it will die.
So just
Hmm.
based on what we saw with Anime Houston, I had really low, and I talked to the contract and I told them flat out, like, hey man, I when I was coming here, I had really low expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't think you were gonna have a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, honestly, it was much better and much bigger.
So are we getting free passes next year?
No, I was looking at a message that I got from one of the new group chats with me. All right, you got to reveal your face before I add you to the chat. So, are you
Okay.
there? Are you there, Sonic? I don't think he's there.
It's not Sonic. It's an
Yeah, I'm here.
imposter. Oh,
There
there
he
he
is.
is.
Don't worry.
Yes, Sonic is here. So, to address one of the comments, yes, they did announce on Sunday they had 4,500 people in attendance.
Nice. Good job.
That's
I
pretty good.
expected 500.
I kind of was too. Um, but 4,000, 4,500, right?
Hmm. That's what they
Uh,
said at closing ceremonies.
That sounds good.
I don't know. Like, I thought, based on what I saw, like on Saturday and Friday, because I was gonna go Sunday, but I decided, you know what, nah. Um, I don't know. It seemed like there'll be like less people. I thought it'd be like at least like 900, 1,000 people.
That's what you is that based on what you saw?
Yeah, based on what I saw.
I think there was definitely I can believe the 4,000 number because at one point the badges were they didn't have badges anymore.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna bring that up because for people who don't know, so I could validate that because my I took my girlfriend with me and she only went Saturday and we went to go pick up her badge. She didn't get a badge. She ended up only getting a wristband.
Mm.
And
So originally they were doing the wristbands if you were 18 and plus.
mhm.
If you're 18 and plus, you get a wristband. That way
Yeah,
everyone
that's
knows you're 18 and plus, so they don't have to constantly be doing the ID thing.
mhm.
Uh, um, I'm getting text messages from one of the group chats. No, some of our roommates didn't have badges. That's why the badges became like a big deal Saturday. Like, hey, nobody lose my badge. I'm gonna sell it on eBay. No, but it Saturday and Friday. Friday was packed. Friday was fucking packed, and then Saturday was packed.
Mhm.
And like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry, Delta HCon staff, but I think Anime Houston is bigger than Delta HCon.
Oh, I want to say to the comment that's the day one they ran out of lanyards within the first hour. Lanyards, yeah, because they had a resort to using like brown, plain, generic lanyards and all that.
Yeah, I know. I had to steal somebody's high dive lanyard.
I know I actually got an extra high dive lanyard, but then luckily I brought my own. I always bring my own anyway, so I could put my pins and badges and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I get confused because the name of the group chat for the room from this past con is called "No One Tell Grandma Crew."
Ew.
It's an inside joke.
I'm
Somebody's
aware. I've
grandma was
missed
like,
out. No, I'm aware. I've missed a lot of conversations.
But
well, it's nothing dirty or anything like that. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
the grandma's like, I'm glad you didn't drink or do anything bad this weekend. They're like, right.
so you were saying about the Delta H and all that. Sorry, I had to interrupt you.
No, I think it's bigger than Delta.
I thought it was so. I thought so too,
Mm.
in a way where it's like there were a lot more. I think it's just the venue had to do with it too, but there were some moments that I felt I agree with that. However, I feel like the dealers and the artist alley was bigger at Delta.
No, yeah, no. Like the dealers out artist alley was definitely bigger at Delta HCon, but like the attendance numbers for
Attendance wise, yeah.
attendance wise, because if you go con wise, Delta's bigger.
Right.
Well, and again, since this was my first Delta, it was also kind of up against Comic Palooza. So
Right, but the difference in years wasn't that big either.
oh, okay.
Like
Well,
except for like maybe they have one of the panel rooms split in half,
and
and so they have more panel rooms. Other than that, like the attendance numbers and the amount of artists, like it wasn't a big drop. Maybe the amount of like big cosplayers and room parties might have dropped, but other than that, it wasn't like a massive drop. Like the panels were, I mean, there were definitely more panels at Delta than there were at Anime Houston, but that's because half like I heard a rumor that some of the panelists had dropped out of Anime Houston.
Yeah, I think one of the staff said that too.
Mm-hmm.
And also in the comment section, yeah, that people don't realize there was also a juniors Olympics trial going on around that area too. So that's why there were a lot of like people
this weekend.
Yeah, this past weekend it was at the
Okay.
same time, and there was a lot of like staff from the Olympics, the Junior Olympics going on. Also, a lot of competitors coming out there too.
All right, cool.
The hotel definitely fixed the parking situation the next day.
Mm-hmm. So I guess they kind of addressed everything and like.
Right. I was pissed Friday. Like when I got there, I was fucking pissed off because.
Well, it's good that they were like learning as they were going on and were like trying to quickly remedy situations. Like, okay, let's try and fix this.
They're a hotel. They're a airport hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Also, okay.
Yeah, it's right near a hotel. It's totally right. It's basically the Hyatt on Beltway 8, so it's pretty much near Greenspoint.
Right. So a lot of their guests are contract guests.
Mm.
That's why they have shuttles to shuttle back and forth between the airport or wherever they want to go within a 3 to 5 mile radius. Like,
cool.
Because I worked for Sheraton Brook Hollow, and they have shuttle buses, and a lot of our people that were staying there were contracted.
So where was it?
From ships and the Brook Hollow, or this hotel.
Yeah.
This hotel was off of the Beltway near Greenspoint.
Mm-hmm.
Near 45. It was 45 and the Beltway.
I asked that. What's the hotel?
It was called the Hyatt Regency.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's right next to that. It's right next to
that. Well, the address. I was like, never mind. I don't know where that is. You said like an airport hotel. Oh, you mean like a Bush Airport hotel?
Yeah, Bush Intercontinental.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
To the comment section, Friday. No, it was actually for Friday. They said it was everywhere. It's the other way around. Saturday was just a third floor. Even though we parked on the second floor, they didn't like tow our car or nothing on Saturday.
Yeah, thank God, because that's where I parked. But I parked in a non, just to be sure. Mm-hmm. The reason why I think they said that, because if you go up if you go from the first floor and you start making your way towards the second floor, 70% of the second floor says reserved.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So if you had parked in a non-reserved spot, I think you would have been fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did, because I have been towed before. But when I got there Friday, we were trying to get into the hotel's property, and there was a guard there. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get in. No, he's like, no, you got to go park over there. I'm like, no, I'm a guest. He's like, we have nowhere parking. Okay, you got to go park over there. Okay, well, can I at least go in there? And we were yelling back and forth. And he's like, I'm like, can I go in there and unload my stuff and then park? He's like, no. Like something about fire code and fire marshal, you need to go park over there and carry your stuff across the street. I was like,
no.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck did you just say to me?
Yeah, they said that. They said that was their given reason. Was the fire code and all that stuff.
That's some bullshit. Right. I mean, that's okay. I can see that if maybe like nobody was there to help you carry the stuff upstairs, but like
the speakers are 60 pounds a piece.
Yeah, no.
And the elevator for the garage didn't work. So I literally I carried them down the stairs.
Oh hell no.
And then I had to carry them up the fucking stairs of the hotel because it had a ramp of stairs that you have to go up.
Damn.
So those things are fucking heavy.
That's booked up.
And the only person there to help me when we first got there was 17. So we only grabbed 2 speakers and the laptop because that right there, that's already $2,000 worth of equipment.
Right.
So we take everything inside. I talked to the front. I'm like, hey, look, I showed them the speakers. Like, you see these right here? I literally had to carry them across the street. It's hot. It's starting to rain. My laptop is a gaming laptop. That's a $1,600 laptop. And he's like, yeah, I'm so sorry that happened. Like, the guy literally told me to just park. He's like, okay, no. I asked him, can I unload my shit? He's like, no, park across the street and carry your shit across the street.
No.
And I was like, what the and I told the front desk, and they're like, well, so they had the shuttle driver because they felt really bad because I really like laid into them about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you don't like, that's fucking bullshit. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, how do you know I'm not part of the how do you know I'm part of the fucking con?
Yeah,
like,
that would have been a tense situation. Imagine that in other conventions.
And I'm like, I worked for a fucking hotel. You can't tell me this, and this because I know the fucking protocols. I remember the fucking protocols. I was a fucking I was the bellman and I was the fucking shuttle driver. So you can't give me, and I worked in the front desk. So you can't give me that bullshit. And so they had the shuttle driver drive us across the street because there was a shit ton of traffic and it was really hard to cross with everything. So he drove us in the shuttle bus. We ran upstairs, carried everything down, loaded in the shuttle bus, and then he drove us to the front of the hotel and we unloaded there. And then we gave him like a $10 tip because I know he makes like probably 10, 11 or $12 an hour. But the fact that he had to fight traffic and deal with bullshit too is like, and it was hot too. It was So that was like, as soon as we got there, I was already in a bad fucking mood.
Bro.
So we went to the first panel. I forgot to mention the Goofic t-shirts, but we did say Goofic, and everybody fucking laughed. And then I kept making jokes, like, damn, and English is my second language. Holy shit. And then I was like, oh my God, this is the proofread. Somebody proofread this shit and fixed it. And they're like, damn. So we didn't get to. So after Waifu War Games at night, that they told us we had an extra one at 7:00. So we didn't actually get to finish the first Waifu War Games. We picked up Saturday where we left off, and like, I guess like all of them that didn't show up, like we had to throw them away. Like, oh, I guess they're gone. Like, so we only had 3 contestants left, so we automatically went into the finals. And I think Misa won.
Yeah, it was Misa who won. And then also, like, they did mention that some of the attendees who were there the day before were at like the cosplay contest because that was also going on at the same
time. So then to make it better, we decided to do tag teams for the second day. Like, it didn't have to be ships. It could be like 2 people that you think would make a good duo. It didn't have to be sexual either. So I chose weed and beer to defend. I fucking beat some good teams. I beat Captain. I also chose Booty. Like, I went up there like twice, and like somebody chose Captain America and Iron Man. So and I chose Booty, and I still won.
Yeah, because keep in mind that's the point of Waifu Wars. Like, it could be just anything, but ideally we would wanted to do just just waifus and all that stuff. Like, it has to be from a comic book or anything like that. But since there weren't that many, we just like, hey, why not just fuck around, just make it anything.
Right? Yeah. I won because I said Captain America. Captain America, it has America's ass, but it's still booty. And they're like, he right. Everybody loves booty. I don't care if you're LGBTQ, if you're straight, if you're asexual. I don't care if you're a Coke machine. You love booty. Speaking of which, I assaulted the Coke machine. I beat it up for a soda.
Oh, okay.
It was
Don't
talking
do that.
shit all night, so I beat it up. I'm not gonna say who or what, but to the person that assaulted the hand sanitizer dispenser.
Was the panel being run by Where the Waifu? Nope, I ran the panel.
Where the waifu? Wait, was the panel being? Who's
I
where the
don't even-
waifu?
I don't even
Where the
understand.
Waifu brand, you see those shirts that say Where the Waifu?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like a brand. I was like,
Mm.
but no,
Rest in peace, hand sanitizer, Chen. that little girl made me cry.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
What? I don't know anything.
Wait,
No,
whatever.
I need to hear the story. Tell me the story, guys. Come on.
Uh,
I don't really know the story, so I
so
really
she
can't say
said
it.
it. Yeah, he already knows the story. I don't want to put any criminal evidence on the podcast. Fuck it. So the next day, we were talking about the hand sanitizer machine, and this little girl's in there, and she has like the really squeaky anime voice. The little girl, like she's a little girl. Obviously, she's got a little girl voice, but it's almost like cartoonish, anime-ish.
We're not talking about. Wait, we're actually talking about a little girl.
Little girl,
Okay.
like a little 10-year-old.
Okay.
And she's all like you're the one that broke hand sanitizer, Mr. Hand Sanitizer Chan. And I was all like,
oops.
What did you do to it?
No, it was Canada. It was my friend Canada. It was my friend. It was Canada. So I kept blaming Canada the whole weekend. It was Canada. Canada did it. Canada punched it.
Stop
Canada
blaming
punched the
Canada.
shit out of it. Canada punched the shit out of it. It was somebody else. So I'm not gonna say
Oh
who.
my god! Stop blaming Canada.
Blame Canada.
Blame Canada. There's literally an entire song about.
I know.
Okay,
I've
so
heard that song.
everyone was talking about the hand sanitizer thing until somebody took a shit in the fake plant. So I found out like Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Because something stunk, and I was like, "What the fuck is that smell?"
Oh no! What did you guys do?
It wasn't us. We were on the 5th floor, and somebody on the 3rd floor shit on the fake plant.
Ew.
Oh boy.
So somebody said somebody took a shit on the fake plant in the 3rd floor, and they had to swap it. And I was like, "That's fucking gross."
This is why we can't have nice things, guys. Come
That's
on.
what trash cans are for.
You stupid ass.
I mean, no, that's nasty. Like, yeah, it was that's nasty.
Well, so much for that convention.
No, it wasn't like honestly, and no, you think that's the worst thing that happened? So we got invited to a party Saturday night.
Oh no.
And because we invite my friends, like calling me, he's like, "Hey man, where y'all at? Are y'all drinking?" I'm like, "Yeah, we got some bottles. Like we're in room so and so." He's like, "Okay, cool. I got like 5 people with me. I'm on my way." All right, cool. 5 people's.
Oh, no.
We had a regular room, so I'm like, 5 people. That's manageable, I guess, if we're quiet. Motherfucker shows up with like half the con. There were like 15 people in that fucking hallway. Asian looked like he was about to shit a chicken. And he's like, "Who the fuck are all these people?" I'm like, he's like, "Who the fuck are all these people?" I'm like, calm your fucking ass down.
I would have been the same way.
I would have told y'all to shut up.
I'd have been like, "Oh fuck no."
Seriously, I would have told y'all to like shut up, just relax, okay? And I'll handle this. I'm like, everybody, y'all can hang out, chill, and drink, just keep it down. And then somebody's like, let's just go to the other room. I'm like, all right, fuck it. If y'all gonna go to the other room, I'm gonna go with y'all. So we go to the 3rd, what was it? The 6th floor. It was the 6th floor. It was 1 floor up. And the entire hallway smelled like fucking weed.
Must have been a big Saturday.
The entire fucking hallway smelled like weed. And then homeboy's like, "Yeah, but man, we've been smoking in the bathroom so we don't get caught." I'm pretty sure everybody knows. And I was like, at one point that night, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. This isn't my room. Let me go in the bathroom with these guys. It was awesome. I had a great night.
Sounds like.
So going back to the con itself and not the parties, because I'll talk about the parties later, but right now I'm going to talk about the cons. After that, right after Waifu War Games,
Mhm.
We had a winner, right? Oh, Dandelion won.
Yeah, she unintentionally. She wasn't planning to be the winner.
That's
She
my girl.
Dandelion
so
won.
yeah. Take a guess. What's her waifu? What's the waifu
We'll
she
never
chose?
guess it
I don't
because
even know what waifus are. Leave
Okay.
me alone.
she
Okay,
chose
it was
peanut
she
butter and
chose
chocolate.
yeah, peanut butter and chocolate. The best
But
combination.
Sonic
See-
put Reese's on the board.
See, I don't even understand your game.
That's the point. That's the joke. Dean, don't overthink shit. Fuck.
Yeah, you're overthinking everything. Sometimes panels
Goddamn.
are just meant to go in there and just bullshit around.
I
Like they
don't-
were literally talking. They were arguing in the hallway. I was like, damn, it sounds like they're fighting out there.
Yeah, we actually brought 2 people from the hallway to throw
We brought in some people from the hallway. Like, hey,
Well, no,
come
like you
inside the
haven't even
panel.
explained what the rule is.
We did. We explained the rules in the beginning.
We did explain the
and-
rules in the beginning.
Explain the rules here.
Yeah, I screenshot it and I showed it to the group. Did you not read them?
Oh no.
Yeah, that was your fault. You should have read.
So just to
I
explain
think
to
so.
everybody, so if you
Fitting up my dreams.
people suggested waifus or whatever, but if they suggested them, they had to come up and defend the waifu. Now
which is
they can't. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Which was the point of the thing, because I always hear people the idea, because not just because I saw other people do it at other cons, but I thought people always say, "Oh, this character's the best character," and I'm like, "Okay, why? Tell us why. You can't just say, oh, he's the best one. You have to prove it."
Yeah, that was the whole point. And then and I warned people like, hey, if you're shy, if you come up here, you forfeit. You can't be shy. But I stopped and I was being nice about it. Like, look, I get it, but if you come up here, you can't really let your shyness get the best of you. You got to come up here and you got to talk. You got to present your character. Otherwise, I would have been like, hey, you forfeit your right to be shy. So don't come up here if you're fucking shy. So like Dandelion signed up because not a lot of people were there. Not a lot of people signed up, but I did weed and beer, so we were running out of time, so I automatically forfeited. So I just grabbed mine and chunked them. And like for the weed and beer though, I rode mine into a blunt. And they're like, lick the paper. So I was like,
yeah, and it was a dry erase marker.
I licked the where the marker wasn't.
Okay.
See, I thought it was like
all right. I found the rules. 2 problems I have with your rules. Number 1, does not describe what a waifu is. Second of all,
you go to an anime con. You don't need
You're at an anime con. You really don't need to describe
I need to explain what a waifu is. Why the fuck would I need? There's no reason to.
Because I am not as big a weeb as you guys are.
I'm less of a weeb than you are, and I know what a waifu is.
Yeah.
I literally walked to the con and I'm like, I don't recognize anybody here except for like L.
Also, your last rule was grammatically incorrect. So.
I know I messed up. I fixed it up. Yeah, I caught it after I pressed up.
All right.
But
yeah.
remember, like, it doesn't matter if it was if the grammar was right or wrong. The thing is, we didn't have a big poster with the rules on it. I just looked at the rules and I paraphrased
Shut
them.
up, bro.
Deacon Rep said, if you don't know what a waifu is, you don't need to be there.
Get the fuck out.
Damn. Holy shit, Deacon Rep.
I'll go wherever the hell
I want
to go.
Bowl of Savage-O's.
Savage-O's.
Whatever, bro.
Today's podcast is brought to you by family. Family. There's nothing stronger than family. Except, not even waifus are stronger than family. You know why? Because you make families with waifus.
Oh, stop it.
It was a great panel. It was definitely good. I'm really happy that Dandelion won. I was kind of hoping Dandelion would win. I even helped out by making like, oh, you can't win, dog. You can't win. You lost. Don't even try. He's like, yeah, you're right. Like they were already booing him before he even talked.
Okay, well, if that's what that is, Pachinko, then yes. Okay, fine. I got it now.
Isn't
there's your
waifu a talking truck from outer space? That's a husbando.
Yeah, that's her husbando. But we're doing a waifu wars, but it's said just husbandos. I think one day we'll probably just combine both of them. Just be like, hey.
I think we should just
combine.
I think we're gonna just combine them. I think we're gonna do like because there's another group that run waifu wars.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking about calling it Stan Stampede because people are stands on something. Stan Stampede. Stan Stampede.
Simp Battle Royal.
Simp Stampede.
Simp Stampede. Simp
Stampede of the Sims.
Simp Stampede Rumble. Simp Stampede War, or Simps War Game, something like that. I think we're gonna change it to Simps.
I like it.
Then we're gonna make another panel called Simping 101. Like I went on stage and defended booty. I gave the booty warrior speech. Let me explain something. Booty is the most important thing in your life. Booty is more important than water. Booty is more important than something to eat. And somebody called me out. Instead of Boondocks reference, I'm like, yeah. And they're like,
take a shot.
So there you go.
We got to the panel before 7. We were there until like almost 12. Because
Saturday,
we
right?
had Saturday, because we had karaoke like right after. And the line for karaoke was too fucking. And
y'all did karaoke again?
Yeah, we did karaoke.
Dang.
The line for karaoke, and we were still in the same room. What's up, Edgar? What's going on? I miss you, buddy. We were still in the same room that only fits like 40 people, so they didn't. The line was way too fucking long.
Yeah. Well, so, again,
there was a line for karaoke until like the very last 40 minutes.
How long did it go on for?
We went on like at 11 something. We cut it off.
Yeah, because
you started earlier.
No, they put us in an earlier slot. Yeah,
we were supposed to end at 11, but they gave us until 11:30 to clear out the room.
Oh, okay.
So we did the same thing we did last time, except this time we dimmed the lights, and we got a show. This karaoke was so much better. We got a show, man. I got their contact info too, so it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You know what? Sonic knows what I'm talking about.
I want to hear the story. Tell me the story.
It's okay. You had to be there. 82 degrees. It was actually 84. It got up to 84. It got up to 84. It was 82 at one point, then it got up to 84 in the room. It was 84 fucking degrees in that room. It was hot. I was fanning people. I was literally fanning the crowd as best as I could. Like literally, I was working
with the lid.
Ew.
With the lid of the tub.
Then we brought my industrial fan that I had brought to the room because at Delta it was a lot. I don't know what's going on with these hotels, but like the AC doesn't work like it should.
I think, and not just that, but lately some stores were doing that too. Like I went to Target today, and there was like a sign that said, "Oh, just keep in mind we're conserving energy by turning off the light. You may notice some lights are out, and some ACs will be down every so often." I'm like, okay, it's kind of odd.
Yeah, I think it's because of the shitty Texas power grid situation that we're going through.
Yep.
Almost like what 8-9 months later, we're still dealing with that. I think 6 months already. Yeah.
Oh, quit complaining. At least it's not cold outside.
I'd rather it be freezing. One of my speakers overheated.
Yeah, I believe that's how bad it got.
I believe it.
Yeah, it kept shutting off. It kept shutting off so it wouldn't fry the circuit board. I'm pretty sure the circuit board is fried now because we had to keep turning it back on.
Uh-oh.
That fucking sucked. But man, that midnight chick, man, she was awesome. She was the best.
Yeah, she was cool.
Back. Yeah, she's best. There was some Cardi B shit going on in that panel room. Yeah.
What?
In the karaoke.
Oh, someone actually was. All right, how they do?
Hey, we started like I was looking for money to throw at them. That's how great it was.
Nice.
I was like, somebody give me some singles. We ended up throwing paper, like, because I'm like, all I got is my credit card. She's like, I'll take it.
See, like, you don't even need to like actually be able to sing. You just need to be able to put on a show.
Yeah, Deacon Rap agrees with me. He'd rather freeze than burn.
Well, same. You can always put on more layers. You can't take them off.
So, like, I guess we just like someone like there was a couple of people that just randomly started singing and they started like twerking.
Hey,
it was awesome. It was awesome, and I was in the front. It was awesome. It's the greatest show ever. I throw some of the greatest panels of all time.
Let me see. Let's see. Back when I went to New York Comic Con. My friends and I, we went to this one club. I think it was run by Yaya Han. She was having like a after party at this one New York club that was like 10 blocks away from our hotel. And my dumbass forgot my ID, so I actually had to walk the whole 10 blocks back to get my fucking ID. And anyway, I came back and we go in, and I think that was like the first time I actually twerked.
That must have been awkward.
No, actually, like, it was pretty good. I was like, oh, okay, so this is what it is. But I think, like, I don't know, since I haven't done that kind of stuff in a long time, I think I've forgotten what I was doing. I think I was just, like, letting loose and just...
She's just trying to shake some ass. She threw some ass.
Hey, it was good. I had everybody like, what's up, Texan? It's like, hey. Y'all should have
My panel's still better. Like, we even joked around, like, take off your shirt, and like people just started taking their shirts off eventually. It got to the point like we had to keep the doors open.
That's how hot it was.
Because it's how hot it was. So like everyone could see everything going on in there.
Jesus.
And one lady, she had to cover, let me put it like this. One lady had to cover her kid's eyes because they walked by and they saw stuff and they're like,
oh my goodness. Just
it was awesome. But it was great. Like the fucking panel, it was really hot, but the panel was great. I helped make it a little bit more tolerable by bringing our industrial fan because they're like, oh, they brought y'all a fan. That's awesome. Like, no, I brought the fan.
There you go.
Like, I brought all the equipment here.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's being used in this panel room, I brought.
Yep.
Yeah,
they were really surprised how much stuff we had.
Mm-hmm.
We just think of these things. Safi, it's a date.
Well, because ever since we had that one experience with Delta, I was like, never again.
No, absolutely. Exactly.
Y'all had to like, all right, we're not going to take any chances.
Because one year Delta had one speaker and they were sharing it between all three panel rooms.
Oh my god, you mean somebody didn't take advantage of that? That sucks. All y'all are dumb.
It's because, like, believe it or not, there was like a lack of, like, it was mostly like rock songs and a couple of country songs, and they were actually pretty good. But it was a lot of Cardi B songs. Like,
what about Hot? Where were these people at Delta? Jeez.
These were a lot of 21-year-olds.
Yeah, they were like.
Well, 21 fine, but like, what happened to like the anime songs?
There were.
They did a few.
Yeah, okay. There were some. It was like 3 pages worth of stuff too. Like the whole list was like 3 pages.
Oh,
I think there were like 5.
Like last time, yeah.
I think there were like as far as like Japanese song goes, there were like 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This little girls, they sang 2 anime songs and they got every single lyric. Like they.
Oh, was it not 21 and up this time?
Well, it was. It's just we just let because they were the daughters of like the staffer, right?
They were the daughters of a staffer, and they asked us,
"Hey, would it be cool, let them sing?" I was like, "Yeah."
Like, yeah.
Okay.
They hung out outside
after
the
being
panel
told,
room.
like, "Hey, we got 21 and up people's."
Well, it was 18 plus, but.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. You know what I mean.
Right, but we were like, okay. So they hung out outside, and they waited till they went up. And we even announced, like, for the first time in Geeks Fiber history, the youngest performers we'll ever have.
There you go.
So I'm never going to allow that shit again. At least not at another con. Like, they were really cool with us. We even let the staff sing. Like, the staff watching the door for us.
That helps.
And, like, we had a couple people do Yakuza songs, a couple anime songs. One of them was like, pom, 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 something.
Yeah.
Something. It was like literally 2 words.
But like the song between it would like that person actually caught up the whole song. I was like, wow, I was surprised to pull that off.
I talked to her the next day. I'm like, man, I'm so impressed that you're able to like do that and keep up because it's like the same shit. I would have gotten a headache. She's like, yeah, it was a little difficult, but I got it. Like, and then her boyfriend tried to sing a really fast-paced Eminem song, and for like,
that was him. It was a song
that is rough.
Godzilla by Eminem.
Yeah, and he was able to manage about 70%.
Props. That's a passing grade.
Yeah. Like, he like there were some parts where he messed up, but overall he was almost able to completely keep up with the whole song.
Yeah, imagine if it was like karaoke revolution or rock band.
Yeah.
Yeah, one dude, the guy
Just get
that
to
showed
grieve.
up for Waifu War Games to talk shit randomly,
Mhm.
he went up there and took off his shirt and started singing a song about porn.
Yeah, he was singing porn, and he was also singing the song from Metallica.
From Avenue Q porn?
No, it was a song by like this like rapper. I think it was like DJ
Oh.
Barnacle. It was called.
There's a never mind. Not
The
into that.
internet is for porn. The internet,
Internet
is
is
for
for
porn.
porn.
Why you
Grab
think the net was born? Porn,
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 porn.
porn.
Trekkie. Hello, Kate Monster.
All right.
You're a
So-
pervert.
All right. For those of y'all that are commenting, what was your favorite performance at karaoke? I want to
Who was
hear
there?
what happened. I want to hear what happened.
The best one was Linkin Park in the end.
Like,
Isn't that what?
but yeah, we do that in the end.
Except we did it again, except
Yeah.
this time everyone got it right.
Mhm.
They didn't
Who got
screw
it-
up the song.
Who got it wrong last time?
Everyone got it wrong the last time.
Not me, bitch.
Yes, even you were part of that because instead of in the second half of the song, y'all said the exact same lyrics from the first half. They change. I'm dead serious. I remember because I was like, "What the fuck? They already fucked up." So I just went along with it. I was like, because we sing that at every competition.
I was
like every
filming. I
Yeah,
sang
but
part of it, and then I couldn't breathe, so I was like, "Whatever." I'm just like singing in my head. But no, I clocked that too. I was like, "They fucked up that line. That
they
is not
fucked
how
up the
that goes."
entire second half.
I was like, "Bruh." The journey one. Which journey one?
So we were playing "Don't Stop Believing."
Okay.
Oh yeah,
famous song.
that's one of the staff members. They did that.
Don't stop believing. I actually got to sing too, but
Good job. I wanted to, but like, I just ended up playing like staff. And then fucking Goku was like, "SJ's in charge," and I was like, "You didn't tell me this before."
Wait, what?
Hey,
Say that
It
again?
made me look like the bad guy.
hey, that's how Matt Mercer was at Matsuri.
Wait, say what? What?
Oh, something about like you basically threw her. It's like, hey, do this, and she's like, what?
Right? Put this one first. But I got like 2 pages. No,
Yeah,
put this
well,
one
we
first.
have to
Damn it!
accommodate because we have the staff asking us. We have the staff making requests.
Right.
Then we have intermission songs, which are called the community songs.
No, I got
So
that.
at one random point, we're like, okay, don't play the next person, play this one first, and then we'll go back to the list. And then like we have the occasional, oh hey, I want to sing. I thought we were cool. God damn it, fine.
Here's the thing.
So
You didn't tell me that when we started the show. I was just doing whatever.
I didn't
was
tell
just
you
taking
that.
the list.
Asian knew.
He wasn't even in the room.
Asian, he normally takes charge of the laptop. He always.
For the people who are wondering, this was from Delta, not from Anime Houston.
Yeah, we're talking about from Delta, but Asian was supposed to take over the laptop. I don't know why he didn't, and Chad did. So, like, I normally with Asian there, I don't have to have to explain a lot. Asian usually tries to. He runs the laptop, so all I have to do is tell him. He goes by the list unless I say otherwise.
Mhm.
Again, would have been nice to know ahead of time.
Well, I mean, you kind of just jumped in a role. You didn't let me give you one. You just grabbed whatever role you saw was vacant.
He's like, I'll do this one.
Yeah, because I
Trying to help
understand.
move things along. We were already late, so I was like, let's get going.
Yeah, because I'm the only. Because you can't blame that on me. Because one, I told everyone it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to set up the audio equipment. Because if something's not working properly, I have to follow the chain, like the cable. Okay, is this working? Is the cable good? Okay, let me check this one. Is this one working? Is the cable good? What could it be? I have to check the ports. I have to check every single port. Is the volume? Does it have batteries? What's going on? So it takes about 30 minutes, and it does because I was constantly following the speakers to make sure. And then like we had like communication issues because every time I would say turn it up, when I say turn up the volume, I mean from the soundboard, not from the laptop.
Okay.
So Asian kept turning up the volume from the laptop, and it got
Loud.
like
Bad. Yeah.
eardrum breaking loud. We did sing Pokemon. I was at a Pokemon event. I forgot about Anime Houston was this weekend. LOL. Tie between Midnight Cosplayer and the guy who did One by Metallica.
What did Midnight do?
Oh, she was trying to sing this one song by Pink Guy,
Yeah,
and unfortunately she
that's
got
not what I was paying attention to.
no, she was singing it, but then like the
She said,
first video
"Fuck it."
didn't. No,
Halfway
the
through,
first
she said,
the
"Fuck it."
first yeah the first video didn't have lyrics, and then
Oh,
they restarted and put it one with lyrics, and then she sang it, and then some part she's like, "Ah, fuck it, I'm just gonna like do my thing."
well, that's what we were talking about. Mo and I after karaoke was like, we need to do another Facebook page for karaoke. And
Oh, fuck that.
what, dude?
We're,
No,
we're doing it. We're trying to
Okay,
get an app started.
because first off, not everybody has Facebook.
We found
well,
that out.
touche.
We found that out at the thing. Like, not everyone has Facebook. We're getting an app so they can text their names and numbers, and we will go according to the time they text.
Kind of like Kahoot.
Oh, that's not bad too. But also like, but no, my point was they also need to add in like if they find their own video links, because we kept having that was another issue that held us up for a little bit was, is this the video you're talking about? Is this the video?
Yeah.
If they can just text us or whatever a link to the video they want to karaoke with, we need to just make a playlist with that.
You gotta understand. Also, keep in mind that not every song is gonna have the anime songs, particularly, are not gonna have karaoke.
Mm-hmm. I know, but like
Well,
what
no,
she
yeah.
is saying, what she
Yeah.
is saying is like
No,
they could provide a link to the best
Like-
video they feel like they're comfortable singing with.
Right.
no, that's what Asian does. He like, he types
tells
in
them,
the
like,
name,
hey, which
the
one?
artist, and then
Mhm.
which one is it on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
and they say 1, 2, 3, or 4. And
Yeah,
then
that's
he'll
what
play.
that's what Chad and I were doing at Anime Houston, and it, again, thank you. Yeah, I'm tired. I've been up since like 6.
But it's not easy, especially if you are doing it for the first time. But the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Like Asian's done it, and Asian was able to do it. He only gets frustrated because he doesn't like being. If he doesn't know how to do something, he gets frustrated and doesn't like being explained
Right.
how to do it. Like, hey man, you need to do this. Like, he's like, because he turned up the volume on the computer, and I got on his ass. I'm like, because I had specifically said, okay, adjust the volume to the soundboard, but he still kept fucking with the laptop.
Yeah, it was Dandelion who was handling the
soundboard.
board.
So when I said turn up the volume, he really went on the fucking laptop and went from like 25 to like 60. And I was like, stop fucking moving the sound cursor on the laptop. Leave it at 25. Because if you raise it anymore, it's going to bust the fucking speakers.
Okay.
Because the reason why we need the soundboard, because it will balance out the sound.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So with one of the speakers is having issues, so I'm probably going to have to try to figure out how to get a new one. But overall, I mean, I had more time to get stuff ready. We still ran a little late, but we only ran like 10 minutes late.
Okay.
And we did have issues, but that's because the speaker was overheating. So we had to keep turning it off and on. I think it's fried. I'm going to have to test it. But the room was 84 degrees hot. So it was fucking, especially if you're in cosplay. People did leave because it was too hot.
Oh, it would have been uncomfortable too.
Yeah, I was in cosplay. That shit sucked.
And one of the tripods that I ordered, one of the new tripods, came broken. So,
oof.
Did you take care of that yet, or
no? I'm probably just gonna throw it away, and because I got them for really cheap.
Oh, you might as well just exchange them. You know,
They don't have an exchange policy.
Or
I have to if I return, I have to return them both.
Oh, or don't they have like a company you can call, like the warranty and all that stuff?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I have to. There's some stuff I got to return that I didn't use for my new cosplay, for my Mexico cosplay. Oh yeah, the monitor got knocked over and it almost broke. It didn't break though because the screen isn't glass or any kind of like. It's just a plastic LED screen. I was so scared the monitor was broken.
That would have sucked.
If it had been like the monitor I used for my laptop, it would have been broken. But it's a shitty TCL TV. they're meant to be treated like crap. So
by Element.
yes. Oh, it was an Element TV, right? So they're meant to be treated like crap. They're Walmart TVs. They're for people that like kick it down the stairs.
Right.
Um, I didn't attend any other panels. They didn't really have a lot. I heard the dance was in the same panel room we had fan fiction in, which was a tiny room. Like it wasn't like tiny, but it was like not. It's not like you would never expect that kind of panel room to be a dance room.
Yeah, you would think like the panel room one, which is pretty much like the main stage downstairs, would have been the place to do it.
Exactly. Uh, I will. There are some things that the con had, like the rooms being hot, the parking situation. Uh, like the con had no control over.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that the setup was kind of weird. I didn't really like care for it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't give a shit about it. I thought it was kind of weird because they had the main panel stage like outside, like in the hotel in the con area.
Yeah,
Kind of like
tons
the way Comic Palooza was set up.
Yeah.
Just like out in the open. But it took up like the entire area.
Speaking of, I know a lot of people didn't know, but until like the Saturday during the Waifu Wars panel, we brought up how OniCon was going to be like 2 days, and apparently I hear that it's only going to be like the first floor only.
Ooh.
It's not going to be like 2 floors. It's only going to be the first floor will be dedicated just OniCon.
I wonder how that's going to work out.
So don't quote me on that. It's just I just heard that would be the case.
Sure.
I talked to the other staff members, and I think they've already made a decision, and I think
OniCon's a no-go.
Like OniCon just isn't in the cards this year because there's just too much going on with OniCon that we're not going to get into, at least not today, at least not on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
There's just too much going on, and we cannot make a statement just yet until we have all the facts.
Yeah.
But there's just so much. There's so many rumors and innuendo that we just can't justify going. Especially if we're gonna we don't get regular hotel rooms. We get like last time we got a condo. They want to get a condo again. I can't see spending that kind of money at a fucking convention where it's just the first floor of OniCon's already not that big. I could see them fitting all the panel rooms in the dealer's room on the first floor, but how's the artist alley going to work? Are they going to mix the two?
That I don't know.
Oh wait, the artist alley. The top floor isn't artist alley. Oh, it's the gaming room that's upstairs, and the cons that advertise themselves are upstairs. Okay, so I don't know where they're going to put the gaming room then.
Yeah, that's something we'll probably figure it out later on then.
Mm-hmm. But we're going to go to the Texas Renaissance Festival instead. We definitely have our parties this year that we're setting up for. Overall, though, like, what did you like about the con, Sonic? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open it up. If you want to come up, because I'm not going to the gym until 3 a.m. anyway, so if you want to come on here and talk a little bit about the con, you can. Let me know if you want to come on. But Sonic, what did you think about the convention?
I enjoyed it for the first year. I mean, I kind of enjoyed it for what it was. Obviously, there's some room for improvement, but overall, it was not too bad. It kind of, I feel like this was like a good appetizer per se for like the bigger cons, the big, well-known big cons that are going to happen within a few weeks or a few months, like San Japan and OniCon, and then Colossal Con and Icky and Anime Frontier, Anime Fest, etc. Yeah, like for its first year, it was pretty good. The staff was actually real nice this year. I mean, never had any issue with any of the staff, and hoping. And it was really cool for them to send out a survey, like on an email. They sent an email saying, "Hey, can you fill this out so we could, improve next year? Like, give us your feedback and all that stuff." So hopefully they apply what the people respond to. Hopefully they apply it to next year and the future. that's pretty much my thoughts on it.
I'm sending out the link.
Okay.
All right. Overall, the staff were easy to work with, easy to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
I think Anime Houston, and even they said that they weren't expecting the number that they got, and I think they kind of should have like prepared for it more.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they should have been a little bit more prepared, but that's really not so much their fault.
Yeah, it was like beyond their control and all that.
Right, a lot of things were beyond their control, and even I was surprised at the number of people that showed up.
Mm-hmm. I did too.
I was really impressed with the con overall because the level of professionalism and the way everything was done. Like they literally had the events director came to, and we have somebody in the waiting room, where we're gonna let him in a minute. They had somebody. I know the events director, and she came and escorted us to our next panel room because she knew we had one back to back,
Mm-hmm.
and the elevators were being shitty. So
You got a lot of perks and all that.
yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and welcome Mr. Chad the Jazz Man to the podcast.
What's going on, everybody?
Hello, hey man.
The COO of Geeks 5 Ever himself. Wait, what
SJ
did
left? I have no idea.
The COO of Geeks 5 Ever himself.
17.
Hey.
Mr. Android 17.
What's going on? What's going on?
So, what were your thoughts on the con?
Well, for me, like I said, literally just deciding to come last minute, because I literally was like, the week before, I was like, hey, told my boss, I might need a couple days, I might need the weekend off or whatever. I'm going to this thing to help a buddy out in Houston. So, but yeah, I decided to come last minute. So given that, I really enjoyed it, especially for it, being a first year event.
What did you think, 17?
It was good for like the con. The only problem that we really had was the hotel, not knowing who was supposed to be there, who wasn't supposed to. Us having to carry our stuff across the street was like inconvenient.
Yeah, I told him how like I fucking yelled at him about that shit because I was pissed the whole time. Like I was like, he was there with me, and we take out the speakers and we're only gonna grab the expensive shit because I don't want them stealing it. And then like I'm like cussing the whole time, and he's like, Jesse, let me help you carry the speaker downstairs. No, I fucking got it.
I would have probably just be like, look, Jesse, it can fly. Throw
Chunk
it.
it up, throw it over the second floor. It can fly, and then it smashes on the ground. Oh,
Or do you like those videos you see on like the internet of like, look, I'm just gonna sit it right here. You can go down there. I'm just gonna lower it with a rope, and the rope breaks.
Oh, that would suck. I would kill you. Send me the link. All right, got you.
Oh, she messaged. SJ's got work in the morning, so she. Yeah, took off.
Okay.
I know.
No worries. Yeah. Okay. There you go. I was gonna say.
So, okay, what was your favorite? What do you think the con needs to fix, though?
I don't really know because I wasn't there long enough.
Yeah, you were there for a day, and then we
Like a
really
day and a
hung out
half.
until we had panels. We just hung out in the room, being stupid,
Cause
making fun of Smoky Cheeks.
yep, Smoky Cheeks.
Good old Smoky Cheeks. Fucking making fun of Smoky Cheeks all night. I miss Smoky Cheeks.
Oh, and about the whole you getting splashed in the water, I actually turned right when that happened, so that was literally like the best part of the day.
Invite my boy, Your Highness himself.
What's up? What's going on?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, my dude?
Nothing much, eh?
Hey, how you doing, man?
What you think of the con? I know
it was,
we were there talking to you briefly on.
yeah, it was pretty good though. It's pretty good for like a first year con and stuff like that. I just say the hotel needs to probably work on getting used to cons, or I think they're going to move to another one anyway.
They're not going. They're not. They already said that they're not going to be there next year. That this
Yeah.
was for. It wasn't a contract. They only booked it for 1 year to test the
Ah,
water. I think they were just testing the waters,
Right.
and I think that the water was definitely a lot deeper than they expected.
Oh yeah.
well,
But
yeah, because they're not used to doing that. That's probably why.
Yeah. Do you guys have like an ideal venue for them to do it next year?
they should have it at the same venue Delta has it at.
Yeah, because I was thinking of that too, because like not only Delta's doing that too, like the Arcade Pinball Expo that's doing it there that venue as well.
Plus,
And then-
Onicon used to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Onicon used to be there. Plus if we could like since we know that hotel so well, we know which hotel rooms to get for our ventures.
Right.
I would say GRB, but that's probably like 3 or 4 years down the line, maybe.
Yeah.
Get bigger.
Yeah, that's too
I will
Yeah,
tell you
they're,
this:
they're a bit small.
if this
for that
con
right now.
keeps going this route, and I talked to some of the, I talked to some of the staff members, and we literally mentioned Anime Matsuri, and they said, "Yeah, we're trying to be, we've heard the complaints, we've heard the stories. We want to offer something that's not like the other conventions with drama."
Right.
So I could see them if this con keeps growing at this rate and keeps like, if they advertise it and like keep working hard on it, I think in like 5 years they're gonna be bigger than Matsuri.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah. I could see them doing like maybe one day that'd be kind of, I don't know, parking forbid and all that stuff. Like if they would have done it at NRG Center, but obviously the parking situation would probably be like a turn off for people.
Man, shoot. That $15 parking over at NRG, man. That's
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they could be bigger than Matsuri and not be at the GRB.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I was suggesting, NRG Center, but obviously parking wise.
You would need a place where there's a lot of space in the area and frequent rooms, which I think was their problem. Because I don't know, I've never been to a convention where you do opening ceremonies. Well, at least like that, and the closing ceremonies for real. But that main hall just did not fit for them. Like,
I've never attended closing ceremonies before, and we were only there because it was right there in the hangout area.
Oh
yeah, and it was like even the cosplay contest was there too. It was like so awesome, like a big crowd.
Yeah, it was weird, but I mean, it was kind of it's definitely different. It's different, and I think they did it that way because of circumstances. But it was definitely kind of innovating at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. Can't wait to see some of the vlogs for Anime Houston.
Right. Honestly, I think Anime Houston is going to be the new big anime convention in Houston. Because honestly, like, I don't see too many bad things about it. Like, the bad things that I'm hearing about Anime Houston are actually outside of the convention's control.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's too hot. Oh, the parking situation. Oh, this panel is canceled. Like, the con doesn't control that shit.
Right.
Yeah, they even said that even the staff has said that, some panelists had to cancel last minute.
I will say though, their ticket control though, it was so weird because like I don't think anyone else did this, but me and my buddy noticed it. So I got my ticket. Like, I went there. I was taking a little bit to get like my QR codes, and he just said, "Oh, put your name up." Okay, that's nice. My friend comes. He goes there. Apparently, they resent him his QR code twice, and it was the same QR code. They scanned it, and he just got 2 tickets while paying for 1. And it's one of those. So if I went to a different staff member, and they just scanned my QR code, I'm like, what the hell? That's a bundle.
But don't anyone actually do that. Don't do that. That's fucked.
Right.
Right, but yeah, no, they had some issues.
One
And
guy with
I
15
noticed because
tickets.
when I went up there, they're like, "Oh, hey, I'm here to pick up my panelist badges. Oh, how many badges were they giving you?" I was like, 3, and they just handed me. They didn't even verify. They just gave me 3.
Yeah.
Should have just said 5.
Yeah, it's that honor system.
Uh,
That
uh,
honor
20.
Oh,
we were getting
100.
100 and a case of Corona
oh my.
because
Whoa, 100.
family.
Whoa, 100. You made us some money. All right, let's
The
see.
Subway coupon.
Subway.
Hell yeah.
The badges were $20 though, so you could tell that they weren't. They didn't expect the amount of people to attend based on the fact that they ran out of badges.
Right.
Well, because Anime Dallas is trying to do the same thing where their badges are only like 20, 30, so it's kind of weird.
Their badges are $20.
Yeah, the first year
And
causing
that's
the continuing.
fucking smart, dude.
It's a
Because
steal.
that will give people an incentive to actually go. And like if they spend more money at the dealer's room,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually charge more for a booth because the people will spend more money in the dealer's room.
Right.
If you spend $90, let's say there's an your anime waifu figure there is at Anime Matsuri, right? Or Comic Palooza, or whatever convention, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you spent the figure's like $80, but you paid $90 to get in the damn fucking con.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you
Basically-
really want to throw another close to $100 on a figure?
Basically, in a way that kind of helped out people's budgets.
Right.
But
But you-
however, I want to say there was something I kind of had an issue with, like the vendors. There was a lot of notable like bootleg stuff.
Oof.
What do you mean?
So one of the wallets I was looking at, it said Dragon Ball Super the movie Broly, and it showed Super Saiyan 3 Broly from one of the video games,
Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
Yeah,
Oof.
from Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I'm a Dragon Ball Z expert, and I know which characters are canon and not canon. And Super Saiyan 3 Broly is not canon. And that wasn't even the super version of Broly. That was OG Dragon Ball Z Broly. So that's definitely a bootleg.
So bootleg as in it's not out yet and he somehow has it? Or
No,
bootleg
it's
as
not.
in
It's not.
it's not
officially
real?
licensed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not official. It's not an officially licensed product with Toy.
And that could be like, in some cases, that could be illegal in some places.
Okay, because I know some things will do that where they'll get you something that's like, oh, it hasn't even came out yet. Then 3 months later, oh, you got it. But it'll be like limited though.
That's why I was like questioning the Nundroids. I'm like, are these legit? Because I don't know. Because I know somebody in our room dropped $150
Oh.
For that Nendroid?
Sheesh.
on 2.
On two Nendroids?
Two.
Wow. Okay,
75.
because I know, for example, like there was a Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. The Nendroid was like, one vendor was selling it for 75, the other one was like 85. And it was just like, man, they're really pricey.
Jody Cuddles is here. She called his hose. It takes one to know one.
Oof.
Hose mad. Hose.
I was surprised they had a sword section. Thankfully, But at
The
least-
dealer's room was absolutely tiny.
Yeah. And
Yes.
and it was really crowded inside the artist alley though too. I thought, I kind of wish there was more space for it.
Because
But-
well, the thing was, and it goes back to the whole they didn't expect
Right,
the
right.
number of
Right,
attendees.
Right.
I felt crazy, man. I felt
They
like I
were
was walking
only
in
expecting
circles.
like 1,500.
I felt like I was walking in circles in that damn dealer's room, bro.
Yeah, I guess-
No. I know I gave you that nickname, but I was referring to you calling us hoes. Like,
He's like,
oh,
that's
we're not
me, I'm
hoes.
hose.
I'm not a hoe. I didn't do anything that weekend. I was a good noodle. Because
Man.
I think they said they were only like expecting like 25 for the whole weekend, and they had 4,000.
Oh yeah.
Because they only, I think they were Because at first they said they were only expecting 1,500, and they had sold 2,500 pre-registrations.
I think this is a lesson in when supply meets demand.
Right.
When you have your tickets for $20,
It,
you think,
it just goes to show you that people are sick of anime Matsuri, and they want another anime convention. And some people just don't. We're trying to help Delta HCon by increasing its audience, and it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. This year didn't help though.
Yeah, because Compalooza.
Yeah, that
Right.
was.
comic.
Yeah, they really got the
And-
I
shit
mean,
into
but
the
you
stick on
can't
that
can't
one.
just blame Comic Palooza though. The fact that
Right.
we're in a pandemic, people are still broke. You got the Delta variants scaring people
Also,
away.
Also, you mentioned how Delta next year. Also, because next year, both Compalooza and Delta, they're actually going to compete also with Retropalooza, depending on what date Retropalooza is
And
deciding.
Anime Matsuri,
And yeah, and potentially Matsuri.
because they're in July now.
Yeah, late July.
Damn it. They're not going to learn the lesson. Stop doing these conventions so damn close. Give us 2
Matsuri
months.
doesn't give a shit about anyone other themselves.
It's like they've since the first year I've gone in like 2017, they've never held it on the same fucking weekend.
Oh, like, no, like they never got consistently or whatever you're saying?
No.
No, they haven't. There was one year where it was like February, and like my friends could like take their finals and go to school, and I was like, I'll just skip the fucking day. Because it was
No,
like,
it's
why is it?
Oh, that one time Matsuri did it like late February.
Yeah, I think it was like their 10th anniversary, their 10th one.
Yeah,
it
it was their 10th anniversary, and then like a year later they did it in early April.
Back
and
to Good
then-
Friday.
Yeah, there was 1 year. It was like, from what I remember, 2014. It was like middle of March. 2015 was like Easter weekend, late March, early
Oh.
April. 2016 was in February. 2017 was in April, and so did 2018 was in April, and then 2019 they went to the summer.
Bastards.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
They need to stop fucking with the schedule. That's what I'm telling you. They'll take whatever they can get, whatever they feel will make the most money. They don't care about the other cons. Dallas and Fort Worth have ACON and A-Fest, but those two conventions are aware of each other, and they're aware of other conventions. And they're not
Right.
they want to get as much revenue because they know we like to go to all these cons, but Anime Matsuri is literally trying to fucking steal people from other cons.
Yeah, it's like a sense of like they want to be the only con in town.
Like, yeah, Anime Matsuri, we're the biggest anime convention in Houston. That's because, and like,
That's because you bodied everybody else out.
And that's why-
Vince
and that's why all-
McMahon in the territories.
Basically, that's literally what Matsuri is trying to be. And then there are all these people who is like,
well,
oh,
they're,
but Matsuri is the only anime con in Houston, even though we just had a convention this past weekend.
Right.
Anime Matsuri is trying to be the WWE, but the only difference is the WWE has money.
Oof.
Yeah, they do. I mean,
As bad as they may be, at the end of the day, they're still a profit-making company.
yeah, because, well, they always say had it not been for those TV deals, they'd probably be in the position WCW was during its last years.
Yeah, that good old Russo era.
Bro, I will tell you this, bro.
Whoa.
Matsuri could be the biggest guy in the sock, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, they keep changing their stuff, bro.
And whoa,
I
I
mean-
swear to God.
I swear to God, bro. Next, I predict within 5 years, Matsuri is gonna have a con one every month within every year, at least once. Basically, 1 year they'll go from July, the next year they'll go to August, and then the year after, bro, they'll go to September, and then then they'll go to October, then they'll make up their own month just to say Smarch.
Bruh.
Consistent, resistant. Nobody cares.
Okay, so starting in 2023, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have Anime Matsuri XL, and Diet Anime Matsuri,
Oof.
Anime Matsuri Light.
and then Anime Matsuri Sprite.
Oh God.
Now we're gonna have the strawberry cranberry. That's the fucking December version.
We need Eric Bischoff to come and be like, yeah, I want those allegations to get out. Controversy
Smart.
creates cash.
Anime
like-
Matsuri just like
That is Matsuri's motto. That's pretty much
If
controversy creates cash.
if Anime Houston just does it to where they just
Keep up
they
the momentum.
flat out business, they don't do anything. Like, they just stick to like the way they're doing it, like the way they do it. They did a good job. They did a great job. I told the contrary I was really impressed because I had low expectations, but I was really,
Yeah.
really impressed.
Right.
I honestly believe that they are attendance wise bigger than Delta. They're bigger than Delta. Con wise, Delta has more space.
Right. Do you
Uh,
ever think do you think we'll ever see both cons like do like a collaboration together?
I could see Delta and Anime Houston working together,
Uh-huh.
but as far as Anime Matsuri goes, nobody wants to work with them.
Like WCW.
A slim chance anybody will want to work
Right,
with them.
like, and that's where it's different from like WWE. People would like to work with
The
WWE.
forbidden anime door.
WWE doesn't want to work with anybody.
Yeah,
People
so
want to
basically
work with
Matsuri doesn't
WWE.
work.
But
Yeah, it's like-
Matsuri, nobody wants to work with Matsuri.
Nobody wants to touch that can of worms with a 10-foot pole.
And Matsuri will try to compete with Comic Palooza. They will compete with Akon.
they try to compete with Anime
with
Expo.
A-Fest, Anime Expo. They will compete
Oof.
with Anime Houston, Delta.
You
They
can't
will
compete with California.
They will compete
Yeah,
with
they can't.
Popeye's Chicken.
Damn.
What,
10 times out of 10, I'm taking Popeyes.
what did
Easiest decision ever.
Didn't Anime Expo have like what 80,000 at their last one? Like close to
I
100,000?
was there and like the attendance was like over 100,000.
Yeah,
Bruh.
You ain't competing with
They-
that. Fuck that.
Trust me, in 2019, man, I was there. They barely sold out their 4-day passes like by the second day,
God
like the
damn.
beginning of the second day. And that place was like, I always tell people like, hey, would you recommend Anime Expo? And I say, unless
Not if you're claustrophobic.
if you're claustrophobic, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you're looking for if you're looking to attend like the biggest con with stuff to get out of your bucket list, I would say go for it.
Right.
Popeyes
When
for
I-
the win.
Hell yeah, Taz, FTW, get that Popeye. Good
We're gonna highlight that comment.
Hey, Dobby.
Uh, Popeyes for the chicken, Churches for the honey
chicken.
biscuits.
Yeah, because Popeyes' biscuits are so fucking dry. You gotta have a drink.
Bruh.
with them.
No,
Pop-
dude, we compared the two, and the honey biscuits from Churches, when I put honey in them, I was just like,
Damn, man, what the fuck? This is so good.
Bro,
I
Popeyes
laid
is
back. I
right
almost
by
went into a food coma, dude. It was so.
It was like a good high. Food
Oh
high.
my god! I was just saying out loud. I think I jizzed my pants.
that's
Dude, I have no shame. I don't care. Like, one time I showed up at Ren Fair, and I showed up back to camp at 7 a.m, and I was so fucking high. I was just like, man, I think I shit myself.
He's like
And then-
just casually. Yeah, I shit myself.
I just walk in. I'm staring at it. I think I shit myself. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and check. And
man.
then I come back. I'm just sweaty.
Man, nobody wanted to eat that hotel food, bro. They were like, "We're just gonna go to Popeyes and McDonald's."
I was
Bro,
surprised they
that
had
shit was
chicken and waffles though.
expensive.
I bet it was. There was no.
Yeah, I heard that restaurant was expensive.
Like
It was $20 for
like
the
me
chicken
and a
and
friend went. I got like a flatbread pepperoni pizza, an order of 2 orders of fries, and like a thing of cheesecake, and it was like $36. I was like, oh,
thought that you
all
could
right.
have gone to like Whataburger or something like that.
I think I remember the hotel attendant, the dude at the front desk. We were like making sure because it said breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but I should have known that it was gonna be free once you add lunch. I was like,
Yeah.
so is there free company breakfast? He's like, no, you're not served company
Shit.
breakfast. I'm like, you dicks.
The front desk clerk, I'm like, hey man, what do I do for food? Well, we have the restaurant, but honestly, he said, there's a McDonald's right across the freeway.
Yep.
Yeah, literally, you could have went to that. Yeah, that McDonald's and a gas station too. So you want to
That's
get
what we did.
Popeyes.
That's what we did. They got like 30 hot and spices and cheeseburgers.
The meat sweat special.
We got the meat sweat special.
the McTummy,
Hold on. It's time to ask Google.
the McTummy.
Nah, bro. But whenever I see stuff
Hey
like,
Google, what are the meat sweats?
You eat too much fucking meat.
According to the ever-dependable Urban Dictionary, meat sweats refer to the excessive buildup of perspiration that happens after eating massive quantities of meat.
Oof.
Yeah,
Accurate,
that's literal. Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah, the meat sweats start kicking in. Also get the McTummies.
We got that though from Paul Blart when he was like, "Here come the love sweats." But I misheard it. And I heard meat sweats, so that's what we ran with. Maria says Popeyes for the win, and Cuddles says Popeyes is yummy. I
All
got
you
my
gotta
daughter
do,
having meal today for her birthday. I just got 2 McDoubles.
$20
give me a thing of mashed
and porn
potatoes from
facility.
Popeyes. I'll be good.
I had to get
Oh
yeah. So overall, like the hotel itself was just like that's where and I promise you, if anybody gives, you can watch any other YouTuber. Anyone on here watching, go to any other YouTubers and watch their reviews of Anime Houston. I promise you, I promise you, bro.
Promise you what?
Bro, I promise
Whoa.
you, all they're gonna do is shit on it, even though the con bro had no control, bro.
It was just the hotel, bro. 70% the hotel, bro. New world champion every 2 weeks, bro.
oh my
A
god.
pole and a pole match, bro.
And then a deodorant on a pole match.
Oh my god.
For those weaves, they need it.
Hell yeah.
I am going to one. Okay, so the next time we go to, we are going to get Popeyes, Churches, KFC, and someone I don't know.
Raising Canes.
Raising Cane's. We're
Oh
gonna get
god.
macaroni. We're gonna get macaroni and cheese, and we're gonna test all of them.
Yeah, that'd be a fun panel.
Food 101.
Watch Goku eat, and then we'll just fill in the blank. What
I couldn't do that because I'd feel like a fat ass the whole time.
I'm surprised I'm surprised we didn't get any complaints with how loud we were partying on Saturday and all the chaos.
Bro,
I'm
same.
surprised no one came into the room, bro. Like, none of the
Yeah, I don't
hotel-
think anybody.
That's
did.
because if you didn't notice, that wasn't even my fucking room.
No, it
But
wasn't.
I took like charge of it. Whenever everybody got too loud, I was telling them to shut the fuck up.
Bro.
And like, and people are like, "Oh, you were just probably telling him shh," or "Oh, hey, keep it down." No, like he was there, and I was literally saying, "Hey, shut the fuck up, keep it down." It's not even my fucking room. The guy that owns the room was like, "Okay."
Nice.
Then you had to play, I don't know, judge, jury, executioner or something.
Dad?
With do corner.
I
guess
became
dad. I guess
everyone's fucking dad in that room. Because I was talking to that blonde girl, the really pretty one with the blush, and I was like
Yes,
giving her a
yeah.
motivational speech.
Hell yeah.
And she had like a new like view of life, like she saw life differently, and she had like she's like, you know what, I am gonna be someone. And I was already telling her like, I'm already proud of you. I know you're gonna do it, so I'm already proud of you. And damn, dude, that lifted her fucking spirits up big time.
That's amazing. That's wholesome.
Yeah, because they were arguing in the room, like it was cool. Everybody was drinking, people were smoking weed. It was awesome until like some bullshit drama happened or some crap, and then like it was like literally being 33 years old. I was listening to it. I'm like, this is the dumbest
Damn,
fucking
33.
thing in the world.
Yeah, it's like you had enough of it.
Oh, I thought, man, I thought you were like 26, 20. Oh, so you were really tired of it. You were really just like, man, this is like, do you need?
It's
Like
fuck
no,
this shit,
no,
let's
because I
do-
told him, I gave him the speech. Like nobody fucking cares about the fucking bro code. The bro code is a load of shit. Let me explain something to you.
The bro code died in 2008.
Like bro code doesn't exist once you're 26.
Okay.
And I explain it to you. Like you're upset at him for hooking up with somebody that you like, right? Well, yes and no. Like shame on you and shame on both of you. First off, the girl said that she wasn't interested. He talked to her, she wasn't interested, but she was interested in him, so they were mutual and consenting adults. Yes, he's messing around with his other girls, well, but they're not exclusively dating, so she was okay with him messing around with other girls. So as long as there's consent here, there's no issue. At the same time, you should have said something to him. Being that he's your friend and all, you should have came up to him like a man and told him, hey, this girl wants to fool around with me. I talked to her. She says she's not interested in you. She only sees you as a friend. And you're a grown-ass man, so as soon as you find out she's not interested in you, you should be like, okay, that's cool. We can still be friends. Let me move on and find somebody
Right.
else.
I think with you and that girl's sister, it was more of those. You guys kind of looked at it as hey, one of you is a fuckboy, and the other one is semi kind of a emotional, semi simp. The way you guys kind of explained it, that hey, in a way, you're both kind of wrong.
Right.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, in a way, they're both. You can see one of the bad guys
Because they were treating her like an object.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he called dibs and we were all trying to get her with him. I'm like, she's a fucking person and she wasn't interested. End of story. Move the fuck on. There are a lot of other pretty girls in this room.
Exactly.
Even her sister.
Yeah. including the one that I was talking to, the one that said I was intimidating.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody in the room was like, "Yeah, you can be scary sometimes."
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
a
ready.
little
Because I
bit.
opened the door and I'm all like, "What do you want?" Like I'll look all pissed off and angry, and I'll like, "What the fuck do you want?" Because
I'll be back.
I've told people like they've come into our room randomly. What? Hey, what are y'all doing here? We're here for the party. Party's closed. Get out.
Nice.
And they're like, guys, like, well, fuck. I'm like, what did you say? And I whip out a fucking knife. I mean, I firmly but politely asked them to leave. I didn't do anything bad.
just see them to the toilet.
Good cover.
and
Good
walk.
cover. Good
Oh,
cover.
good cover, good cover. No, you just have to be firm with people. You have to be like you don't have to be an asshole, but you sometimes have to be assertive. You have to be aggressive. You have to be like, look, be cool.
Right.
But you gotta remember, we're in our 20s, so we're either in a phase where we're easily scared or we're easily combative. And we'll
Yeah,
try to
but all of
try
them
to
were
argue
like
with you.
21. Like a
Yeah,
couple of them were
21.
19.
Oof.
There were a
Yoink.
couple people in that room that were 19. I'm like, oh my god, because I forgot. Like I even talked about it with our buddies in the room. Like I didn't realize there were 19-year-olds in there because I'm so used to our room,
Right.
and like I took charge of that room, and I forgot that it wasn't my room, and so I assumed everybody in there was 21 and out. And it turns
Yeah.
out like the one girl I was talking to in that room was 19. I was like, oh,
Who was it? The one in the yellow dress?
the one in the bunny outfit.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. No, the other one that I was talking to, the other girl, the one that said I was intimidating, she was 21. So I was like, all right, cool. But the other one was like, I'm 19. I'm like, oh. I mean, like you're legal, but fuck. Yeah, everybody was calling me like their dad. Like I literally scolded everybody in that room about the whole bro code thing. Like nobody gives a fuck about the bro code because at the end of the fucking day, the bro code's just a load of shit for a fuckboy to admit that he fucked up and couldn't get the girl that he wanted.
Now we gotta recap for Sonic. Wait for it. All right, Sonic. The bro code doesn't exist. That's the recap.
No, we
The bro
to
code don't
recap the
exist.
entire thing, we countered bro code with family.
With family.
Nice.
But bro, I swear to God, the bro code doesn't exist. Because if you do the bro code, then you gotta fight a spider. Inside the spider, there's a peanut basket, and then you gotta go and fight the Legend of Zelda with the sword. I'm telling you, bro, it's not the trouble. It's not worth the trouble, bro. I swear to
Dude,
God.
somebody
It's
get
not
these
worth it,
grown ass men. I'm 17. I'm kind of pissed you weren't there because you and Canada always have a grinder with you. Those guys needed a grinder because at one point they were just smoking a filter.
Bro. Oh
Why?
my god.
Because the fluffiness wasn't grinded up, so it was in chunks in the
Were they
cigarette.
trying to break it up with their hands?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The only person who I would trust to do that will be Boy.
yeah. Boy knows what he's
Bruh.
doing. Even he said you have to use like a card, like a debit card or ID card.
You
can
have to have a
tell-
hard surface to actually do it. And
They
then
had a hard
something.
surface, but they were like breaking it up. Like
You can tell they did not get the deposit back on their room.
no, the whole hallway smelled like weed.
Oh yeah.
Like as soon as you come off the elevator, you're just like, well,
I see we're here for
I
a good
wonder
time.
what's going on over here. God damn.
You couldn't like pinpoint the room exactly where it was coming from, but it was in the hall, so you know it was one of those rooms. And once you open up the bathroom, it was like Bob Marley himself came out of there.
I went in there to use the bathroom, and I was just like, all right, dude, I think I'm getting the fucking contact high. What the hell?
All right, so what? Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10,
Okay,
what
no,
do y'all
let me
give
say
this?
something real quick. That's why you either use like bait or like edibles. That is like the easiest way to keep from having a smell.
Ah, smart.
Y'all didn't hear that though.
I don't think he cares at this point. Everybody's more afraid of 17. Anyway, all right, so scale of 1 to 10, starting with Sonic. Going 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, starting with Sonic. What would you rate the con, and what is the one thing that you think they should improve on? We can't hear you.
Sorry. I think overall, I probably would give it like, I want to say like a 7. I feel like For its first one, I'm not gonna give it too much flack for it because it's the first one. But like you said, there were some moments that they couldn't control. There were some issues that they couldn't control. I thought that having one of the panels be like in the middle of like the whole venue, I just thought it was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of odd. But like you said, it was innovative. Um, I thought some of the events, there were some panels I feel like it should have been longer. Um, not saying not gonna be biased for myself and all that. Um, but yeah, like I said, overall for its first one, I hope the feedback they get from the attendees and all that. Hopefully they apply that to future editions of the con. So yeah, like I said, a 7.
All right, Mr. Jazz, what do you give it?
Probably the same for me. For basically the same reasons. The stuff that was out of their control, obviously, they can't do anything about it. I'm not gonna hold it against them. But like, yeah, it was just like I said.
And I'm just to so we can just shed some light on that. It's because I believe that room parties, con drama, your
Right.
friends not showing up. The con doesn't. That's not the con's responsibility to make sure y'all can act like adults. It's not their responsibility. They don't force you to go out there and buy alcohol and throw a party.
Right.
They don't hold a gun to your friend's head and say, "Hey, don't show up," or
You
"You
better
better
be
show
there.
up. You better be there." Or the con's not the one spreading fake rumors like, "Hey, girlfriend's cheating." So I know some people are like, "Oh, the con sucked, man. It was horrible. Like, there was a lot of con drama." I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with the con?
Yeah, the con itself, not the shit around you.
Yeah,
Just,
because
what I mean?
like there was one person that hung around, like didn't hang around us, but there was one person that we know that
Oof.
my entire group just bitched about because they were kind of like being shitty. Like half the time they were like what is it, like they were, I don't know what they were, but like there's some moments where that person was like happy as fuck, and then the next moment they're like giving us death glares because they're not getting what they want right away.
Mhm.
We talked to you about it on
Yeah.
Sunday. Yeah, we had talked to you about it on Sunday, but like that person just but that person has nothing to do with the con anyway. So, all right. So, what do you give it, Squad? You give it a 7 as well.
Like 7, high 7, low 8.
Oh, like 7.5.
Like
Yeah.
what, 7.5. All right. So 17. What do you give it?
I'll give it 7.5 because
Okay.
most of the problem wasn't the convention's fault. It was more of like the hotel's size of it, and like
Mm-hmm.
because I don't really know like all of the sizes of the rooms, but mostly it was like the panel room size is not being able to fit all the people in. Having to turn people away is always bad, is what I see.
Okay.
So they might need to get a bigger venue with bigger rooms.
They are gonna get a bigger venue.
And another thing that was weird is like how Carlos said, having like the main thing in like the like that lobby area on the very bottom floor.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, Your Highness. What do you give it?
7.8 out of 10. Like I thought it was very good. Yeah, there was some issues like with the main hall, and the vendors was very small, and it felt like a lab rat in a maze, just running into yourself all over again. But like other than that, there was a lot of fun parts. I got to go to more panels this time. They made do with what they had. I'll say that. Even with the shoestring budget that they had, it was very good, and they exceeded expectations. We just hope that next year they'll tweak everything, and then they can start getting better,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like
there's
grow.
always at the end of the day, there's always room for improvement.
Yes.
Right.
Right. I'm gonna give it. I was gonna give it a 9, but after reviewing and going over everything, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. The reason being because I felt like when they changed the schedule, they should have updated it on the website.
Hmm.
That is within the con's control. There should have been more signs, like much more bigger, vibrant signs as to where the panels were located, because we did have trouble locating them at first. It was like a maze.
Them tiny ass those tiny ass little flyers that you have to like, get your glasses for and read. The
Right.
little papers.
Assuming that we're gonna read the signs.
Yep.
The fact that I think I'm not gonna give them shit for not having a 24-hour venue, but that is something they should look into, having something that's 24 hours.
Or at least late in the night.
The gaming room, I found out the gaming room is third party, so I'm not gonna lay into them for that as well.
Yeah, it was
One of them is.
It was
Oh, we got
mostly
some.
like.
Sorry, we got some comments here. The panel rooms are way too fucking small. Small, like crowded. Wish they had more in the dealer's room. I didn't find what I was really looking for. I know, because I tried to find you what you were looking for as well, and somebody gave it an 8 out of 10. Oh, here we go. The only thing I'm disappointed is that there was nothing on the schedule from Saturday from 3 to 6:30, which is the prime time for panels and lots of people.
I think someone got canceled, right?
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I was thinking.
Half
Maybe
of them
someone
were
got canceled.
canceled a week in advance. No one knew where the Apollo room was. Yeah, like nobody knew where anything was. Like even I denied to ask around. Like I had to ask ConOps, like, hey, where are the panels? Like, the con being crowded is also not the. I feel like that is kind of their fault, but at the same time, it's not their
It's
fault.
like both. It's like both. The fall of both.
Like
Both
they
sides.
didn't. They had an expectation, and they almost doubled that expectation. But at the same time, they should have been a little bit more prepared.
It's that weird. You want them to go to a place where, because this is what I see Anime Expo as. Anime Expo looks like the Galleria, where it's so big and huge that you almost get lost in it, like
Right.
convention center in a hotel, and that's kind of what they need. But at the same time, it has to be a place that's willing to take them in, and is willing to deal with them year after year. So it's like it's one of the you hope for them, but you know they're gonna have to pull something in to get something out.
Right.
We have another comment. Seems like one of the panelists is here. Hello, welcome. RY.
And y'all go to my trivia panel.
What time was
trivia-
that? Because
Yeah, 'cause there
I
was
didn't get to go to it.
There was a lot of trivia panels. There was one of like My Hero. There was one of
Geek Cred.
Yeah, and I don't remember the other ones.
We have another one. I wish they had more board games and gaming tables. If they had 2 game rooms, then one should be all board games.
Yeah, because I went to one of the panel rooms and one of the gaming rooms. It was just mostly like a Smash tournament going on.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, so no, I'm sorry. That's kind of early. Like our room, all of us woke up like at 9, and then it takes us 3 hours to find the motivation to get out of bed.
Accurate.
Because most of us have only
That was
slept like at 9 o'clock. If we wake up at 9, 90% of the people in that room only got 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah, basically.
Like some of us literally went to bed, and then 5 minutes later we got to wake up.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. So I mean, how was it? And if you would like, we're not inviting anybody anymore to the show because we're about to wrap it up. But I want to hear your thoughts. Like, go ahead and let us know in the comment section what you rate the con, what are a few things you liked, what you didn't like. I want to hear your score of the convention. Danilin on Facebook's comments gave it a good score. I gave it some score. Overall, like the con, just they had an expectation, they had a game plan, and everybody has a plan until it hits you in the face. We have those plans too. The panels did much better than I thought they were going to do, honestly. We didn't plan on 4 panels. The second panel didn't do as well as I was kind of hoping it did, but it still did pretty well considering the fact that it was not advertised in advance.
Right.
Ooh, okay. All
right. So overall, the con, it's the first year con, but remember they're part of another convention that's already been running. So there is a lot of room for improvement, and Houston is a very big market that needs a new anime convention because a lot of us, whether anyone on this show likes it or not, a lot of people are just sick and tired of Anime Matsuri and their bullshit.
Yeah.
And
It's
Anime
like,
Houston is literally the answer that we are looking for.
Yeah, let's just hope.
I
does.
can agree with this. I can 100% agree with this. They utilize the space wrong. They should put the damn gaming room in panel room 3.
yeah.
Because first off, that room stunk. Secondly, it was literally 60% Smash Brothers.
Yeah, it
I
was.
am so sick of Smash Brothers. I'm sorry,
Mar-
I like the game, but if I want to just sit around and play Smash Brothers for 8 hours, I'll just stay home and save the money.
It's because a lot of people are doing it for like because it wasn't mainly anime people there. It was just mostly tournament goers because they were just like competing with each other like tournaments locally. Because they used to do like they used to go to tournaments and all that stuff. But since the pandemic pretty much killed it and all that stuff, then pretty
Yeah,
much they
but
just went there.
even if they had no gaming there, like the I don't think no gaming would have hurt the con at all
Yeah, I
because
don't
there
know.
weren't a lot of people in that gaming room. I went
Yeah,
to
it was just
Anime
mostly it was
Con.
just mostly it was just mostly Smash players who weren't
Yeah.
into like
Oh, right,
tournament
and
stuff.
Atsui Con was there 15 years ago. Atsui Con was there. The infamous Atsui Con, the one that stopped halfway through and begged people for money.
What?
That was the early DashCon.
Bruh.
Oh, bro, no, Jesus. They legitimately asked 15 years ago. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But some like I had heard that AtsuiCon, the convention venue threatened to shut them down if they didn't get paid. So they literally they got everyone together and like asked for donations so that con can keep running.
So that's
Sheesh.
why. So that's why we had a recession. It wasn't the car crisis, the credit cards. It was AtsuiCon. They did the work. Okay.
Oh,
God
okay, yeah, they
damn it.
confirmed that's what happened. That is exactly what
God
happened.
damn it.
Yeah, it was so bad. Like they asked everybody to donate extra money, and like they had people at the doors like taking donations.
So like a church
It was yeah, except in the church you don't have to donate. At
for the
AtsuiCon you
basket
had
and
to
all
donate.
that.
Just wait till Houston gets a furry convention. Rain
Oof.
First Part 2.
Oh no.
Oh god, Texas isn't made for furry. That's why all furry cons are up north.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go to Milwaukee.
That's why
further
all furry
confusion.
cons are like in like snowy areas.
I have a
Where the
coworker who's a furry.
what?
Yes, no, I have a coworker who's like, he works on the front end of the store that I am and like he goes to like furry conventions. He
keep them,
literally
keep them, keep
traveled.
them, keep them away from the house pets.
He traveled to like the like My Little Pony convention.
Oh, BronyCon and all that, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I forgot My
That
Little
a
Pony was
couple
a
years
thing.
ago.
I keep forgetting My Little Pony's a thing. They only had 400 people at AtsuiCon. I remember the guy was going around still advertising for like it was gonna happen. I heard all this. I heard the heart like AtsuiCon. I heard everybody say that it was like a disaster.
So based
nah
off
that
DashCon,
that Tokyo and Tulsa though. That
Oof.
that was a
oof.
disaster too.
I saw that wrong.
DashCon,
DashCon.
the fucking ball pit.
That will be its legacy. It's like, hey, what's the first thing that pops in your head when you think of DashCon?
Ball pit.
DJ was his name, but he was also a DJ.
Could you imagine going to DashCon as your first convention? Just like, oh,
Oof.
you're so
No,
happy.
because it was a Twitter con.
No, it's TumblrCon.
It was
Yeah,
a Tumblr
Tumblr.
con. I mean, yeah. Well, Twitter is now what Tumblr used to be.
Yeah. Now
Oh,
people go
God.
Newgrounds too.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. Thank you all for joining us. Overall, Anime Houston gets an 8 out of 10, being as and we're gonna use this as the quote: the anime con savior that Houston needs.
It will rise.
The anime convention we need and deserve.
This is all in, guys. This is when all in started.
Jesus Christ, don't go. It's not AEW. Calm down. I still don't like AEW.
Okay, ROH.
There you go. That's much better. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I am Geeks. I am Jesse Goku, also known as JB. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the exact same time. We'll be back on Friday for the Geeks Forever podcast.
All right.
No Power Hour this Wednesday. Luckily, we don't have any anime conventions anytime soon, so we won't miss any more Friday shows, at least until San Japan.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
See you, everybody.
We start uploading
Peace.
photos. Hell yeah.
Bye.
Later.
See ya.